We are here to talk Auburn transfer portal. Of course, Jackson Arnold was the big headliner, but JD Piquel sitting next to me. I want to pick your brain a little bit. What else did Auburn do to make Jackson Arnold successful?
Yeah, Josh, they got an absolute dog in Eric Singleton from Georgia Tech. I love so much the versatility he brings to that offense. A guy you can put in the slot, a guy you can hand the football to, could put him at H-back, put him really wherever you want. And what that does is it's going to elevate the rest of their weapons. Now you have somebody else to worry about, in addition to what I just mentioned about Cam Coleman, in addition to Malcolm Simmons. Like, there's so many pieces around that offense to where now it should just elevate everybody's level of play and get more guys open.
What do you like about that Jackson Arnold addition? Let's go back a step here. Why is Jackson Arnold the perfect fit for Hugh Freeze moving forward?
I think when you look at Jackson Arnold, he has a little bit more gunslinger to him. Talking to people close to Auburn, he operates really well in the gray area, which sounds a little bit weird to say, but Peyton Thorne a year ago, it sounds like there needed to be a clear answer within the play itself. And so in the RPO system, things are happening really quickly. There's not always going to be a clear answer. A lot of times you have to make a judgment call. Hey, I think that safety's walked down a little bit more. I think this is right. It may not be right on paper, but it's right when it comes to the actual outcome of this play.
Yeah.
So I think the skill set he has and the mentality he has will translate well to Hugh Freeze's system. The other thing I'll say, Josh, I'm not so sold that Jackson Arnold doesn't still have a lot of juice left in the tank. I understand if you're an Auburn fan, and myself personally, it's a little bit of a weird equation. You say, hey, turnovers were the problem last year, so we bring in a quarterback who has turnover issues from Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma had their own set of issues a year ago with the offensive line and the skill players staying healthy. So I'm excited to see what he is on the Plains.
All right, well, then we're just going to stay right here at the quarterback position. Then what do you think of the addition of Ashton Daniels? Like, how does that factor into all of these moves that we saw Auburn make this offseason?
I would be surprised if it factors in the sense that if we see Ashton Daniels taking some snaps for Auburn in a first-team capacity in a game, it probably doesn't mean great things are happening. But I do think if you're the Auburn staff, you're like, we got to get an answer at quarterback. So now we have not one, not two, but three guys. Arnold in the portal, Daniels in the portal, and then a five-star quarterback in Deuce Knight. You're throwing numbers at the problem, Josh.
Yeah.
Never a bad idea.
Because does that maybe take away some of that anxiety that we saw last year when the next Auburn quarterback would trot out there on just a hope and a prayer
Yeah.
that something's going to change compared to how the last quarterback had played?
You would hope so. You would hope it's a floor raiser. You would hope you have other answers involved there.
like.
Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
All right, Auburn fans, talk to us. How do you feel about this quarterback room? Who's going to be the starter? Is it Jackson Arnold? Is he the savior? Is he the one that's going to turn this thing around? Let us know. Comment section below.